I'm like waiting for your segue to the American Me Upset.
Oh, that's interesting because a grip of power is what led us to the shocking and controversial events of the 2005 Super Bowl.
2005 Super Bowl.
That's right.
Uh-oh.
The
What
year's
happened
2005, and the price of gold is high.
Are we allowed to say Super Bowl, or is this like not big enough for them to like? Because
The year's 2005, and the event is a large football game.
Would you say it's a super?
Yes, I would say it's a super football game.
Okay.
Famously, Janet Jackson was the headliner.
I know this one.
Do you?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, Janet Jackson was the headliner. And she was performing with America's sweetheart, Justin Timberlake.
Piece of shit.
The expectations for Janet were sky high. She was slated to perform the year previous, but was replaced with U2 at the last minute.
That's whack.
They gave a subpar performance. Expectations were so high because years previous, Janet's brother, Michael Jackson, gave what was considered the quintessential large football game performance. I mean, just a showstopper. So into the 2005 Super Bowl, America crept. Now, during that performance, something happened that was so shocking that it would forever change live broadcast television and be cited as part of the reason for the rise of success of YouTube.
Oh, wow.
That event would simply be known as the wardrobe malfunction or Nipplegate.
I love this.
So, Hasan,
give me some more details, though.
The performance would last somewhere around 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, so I'm wrong. It's 2004. I'm being corrected.
Yeah, it is 2004.
There you go. I got the year wrong. I am fallible. I am human. Janet's performance goes off without a hitch.
It's a little anti-American of you, not.
Sorry. The crowds are at a fever pitch. Everyone's having a wonderful time. At the end of Justin's song that has a lyric that goes, "I'm going to have you naked." By the end of this song, Justin reaches up and grabs Janet's bustier. And from it, he tears one of the mammary regions, exposing Janet's naked breast, sporting a sunburst piercing. Everyone is shocked. Home audiences reel back in terror. The announcers of the game do their best to spin the narrative before the shockwaves even settle. Yes, 150 million viewers of the super game had just seen an exposed female breast. In the following days, the spin machine was wild. Was it planned? Was it part of the performance? Could they have known? Did they know who was responsible? My child saw a nipple. Is there tomorrow? Will tomorrow come post nipple? Some people wanted to change the calendar from BC and AD to BN AN, before nipple.
Okay, you made that part out. You made that.
Maybe I made that part up. Now, this is the controversial part, Hasan. The performance choreography, the night leading up to the performance, were changed in secret. And Janet had designer Alexander McQueen alter her outfit at the last moment. So, to a certain extent, we know, without any reasonable doubt, that some level of outfit tearing was planned. MTV executives swear to this day that the original plan was to tear away part of Janet's skirt. Janet agrees. Now, what happens after that is that Justin Timberlake claims that there was supposed to be part of a red bra still covering the nip post-outfit tear, and that piece of the bra was shoved down during the performance, hence the wardrobe malfunction. Now, he gave a tearful apology, as did Janet, not
Cry
as
me a
intense.
river.
Exactly, which is another part of the fallout of this. Justin Timberlake was hardly punished for his culpability in exposing a nipple on television, whereas Janet, she was banned from all Viacom properties, radio, television.
Wait, really?
Really?
That is fucking
And this
nuts.
event is
That's
cited
bananas, dude.
as part of the rapid decline in Janet's career and poor subsequent album sales for Janet. This is a landmark event in television history.
It also led to an
American
FCC
history.
crackdown, from what I understand.
Oh, yes. Tape delays were mandatory and expanded because of Nipplegate.
There was also an indecency fine.
Yes. Huge.
But
thousands
CBS
and thousands of dollars.
CBS won the verdict on the FCC indecency fine in 2008.
MTV still had to pay out a huge amount of money, if I'm correct.
That's Supreme Court rejected the FCC fine over 2004 wardrobe malfunction. Damn, they were still trying to get after it. Like they took it all the way to the Supreme Court. A $550,000 indecency fine, which is like pennies
to them. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's like nothing when you think about it.
America was furious that they had seen a titty, Hasan.
That's insane.
They were furious.
Like, who cares? You saw a fucking little nippy. Like, what's the problem? What's the big deal?
Well, I'll tell you the problem. At the time,
kids were watching.
At the time, football was this infallible human institution. This is before the days of CTE. This is before the days
it existed.
of kneeling, right? Like, football was this American institution that no one could touch. And in it, a nipple was introduced, and our virgin eyes beheld that sweet, sweet nip, and our lives were never the same. I remember where I think I was like 15 years old.
I was in Turkey, and I remember this.
Yeah, it was huge. It was the biggest news in the world.
This was like 9/11 level of like coverage, dude.
The fallout went for days. The investigation around it was so insane, and it's never really been resolved exactly what happened.
I mean, it's pretty obvious.
Is it?
Well, I mean, it's obvious that like.
What's your take on it, Hasan? Was it all planned?
I think that the nip slip part of it was not intentional, but like, obviously the intentional thing was like, her outfit was supposed to.
Can I give you one more piece of information that might change your take completely?
Okay. Oh no.
The week leading into the event.
Oh God.
Janet asked her famous stylist for him to procure a new and sensational nipple ring that she would wear specifically for the Super Bowl.
From what I understand, a USA Today investigation was conducted where they went and asked Marcelo Garzon, 66 years old, an Ecuadorian tailor. They like asked if, this was deliberate. There was a confidentiality agreement, so he didn't really elaborate on it too much. But go on. Yes, I know that the nipple ring was new, but sometimes you want to get it.
Yeah. That's why this story is so compelling, Hasan. It's like its own true crime narrative. Was the nipple planned? Was the nipple planned? It's up to you out there in the audience to make your own decision on this one.
Well, even the Frattini, Sally Frattini, the producer, the first woman to produce a Super Bowl halftime show, actually praised Justin Timberlake, but not on Jackson when asked about Nipplegate, and said, I believe he kind of manned up and talked about it, and I'm not sure she really did. Frattini said, I'm glad his career has continued to flourish. I'm still a supporter, and I have no regrets and disregard for Justin. So the man who ripped the nipple off and exposed it got less flack and continued to have a viable
A lot of people
career.
talk about his privilege there, right? The white male comes out unscathed, and the black female is left footing the bill.
That is really messed up.
It's very messed up.
It's like that is an intersection.
Do you want to hear something else?
It's an intersection of marginalization right there. She's a woman and she's black.
They were both banned from the Grammys, but apparently because of his tearful apology, Justin was allowed to perform at the Grammys.
Wow, powerful.
While Janet was barred from attending.
That's wild that we just like completely vilified Janet Jackson.
Yep.
I don't even I wouldn't go so far as say she's a victim in this situation, but she's closer to a victim than Justin Timberlake is.
Well, I think my bottom line,
and also
removing myself from the heat of the story and being a storyteller, it's a nipple.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was about to just say that too. Like that the offense itself, is not as significant as you want to make it out to be.
Right.
And I think we get caught up in mass hysteria in a lot of situations like this.
Oh, yeah.
Where everyone is just like riled up and they're like, I'm angry. I don't know why, but like, this is a good reason for me to be angry. Yeah. I think
people had acted like Janet Jackson came to their child's elementary school and beat the shit out of the kid, right? Like that was the, nipple! Like it was crazy, man. It was bedlam.
Yeah. At the end of it, while we were talking, he was like, okay, watch the halftime show. They're going to be a surprise at the end, said Daly, who keeps a laminated copy of the People magazine story that documented his role in the scandal. This is the piercer. Yeah. Daly said he still has the second sunburst nipple shield. I had a pair of them. I still have the other one, I believe it or not. They only purchased one. I was kind of happy to get rid of it. Nonetheless, he was never contacted during one of the most high-profile investigations ever launched by the FCC. It is crazy.
It's crazy.
Like even if she had like a nice little bra to cover it, like, and it got like shoved down.
Yeah.
Ultimately, who cares? Well, everyone in America.
I mean, listen. Yeah. The other thing you got to factor is like if they did plan it, that's bold to be like we're gonna flash some nip at the Super Bowl. I mean, there's been a lot of that, right? MIA flipped everybody off. That was huge.
Was that a big deal?
That was huge.
Why?
A brown woman flipping off the American audience.
Yeah, I guess.
Middle America was hot. They were pissed.
Bro, Middle America needs to get some bitches. Okay.
Yeah,
they're just like horny to be victimized and angry at shit when in fact like they're being brutalized every single day by jobs being fucking shipped overseas. And
well, anyway, there have been a lot of moments like this. The other one that comes to mind, Madonna tongue kissing Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera in front of Justin Timberlake. What?
Yeah.
My God.
That was a big deal.
That was a huge deal.
We talked about this. Like, I mean, now Zoomers now say that's queer baiting.
Yeah.
I feel like if you're Madonna, like you're physically incapable of queer baiting. You know what I mean? It's Madonna. Like, what are you, crazy?
The Madonna.
Like I don't know. Maybe it's like the Zoomers, they get mad at stuff like that. But I feel like if you ask like the elder gays, like not a single one of them would be like, this is on
the elder gay council.
The elder queers, like, lesbians and whatnot. Like, it's fucking Madonna.
Yeah.
Isn't she she's like Lady Gaga. She's like an icon, Yeah.
Anyway, that's this week's America Me Up.
I feel America'd up right now.
Do you feel America'd up? This is a good one.
It's so strange to me that like America is one of the most like hedonistic nations on the planet. Commodity consumption is a primary mode, a primary function of our working class, like more so than any like productive force. We are the consumption force. And yet like sex is definitely used as a marketing tool. But for some reason, we still have like incredibly puritanical views about like what women can and can't do.
It's so arbitrary, the line, right? It's like the line is like you can have a woman simulate sex all day. You can have Brooke Burke or whoever eat a cheeseburger while achieving full body orgasm.
Yeah. You can have
those areolas better not show.
Yeah, you can have the Peloton instructor,
Yeah, just telling me like fucking do it.
Yeah,
pedal that goddamn
do me
bike.
Like you're pedaling the fucking bike. Oh, bastard. Dirty boy.
Yeah, and I'm doing 8,000 RPM.
But God forbid you see an areola, dude.
I mean, the lyrics of the song are "Have you naked at the end of the song?"
Yeah, The real disrespectful thing is that like, or the real wildest thing is that Justin Timberlake fucking beatboxed for like an entire duration in the 2000s, and no one was like, "What are you doing?"
I'm off your train. That shit was hot. That shit was hot, dude. At the end of Senorita, and where he's like, fellas, I feel like something's heating up. Can I leave with you, ladies? I know that's wait, was it? I don't know what I think about really leaving with you. That shit was fire.
Yeah,
still fire. You play that in a club today, everyone's singing.
Also, Justin Timberlake like fucked Britney Spears up, and like kind of.
I mean, he contributed.
Yeah, and of course, yeah. But kind of didn't really see any repercussions from that either.
Dude, one of the funniest gifs you'll ever see in the world is during that Madonna kiss. She's kissing Britney, and the MTV coordinator brilliantly immediately cuts to Justin, and there's this take of him just going, like he's so bitter, he's so upset.
It's like I could be there.
It's one of the great just like second cutaways of him just like, right, nice, nice.
Yeah, well, I mean he saw none of the repercussions for all of his
he dodged a bullet over and over
all
again.
of his devious behavior, so including the fucking Canadian tuxedo incident.
Oh my God.
Devastating.
Yeah, that's
you can't go out like that.
That is just awful.
Yeah.
That's probably the worst.
I think it's because he's hot. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
If you're like
he makes a great dance tune.
Yeah. If you're like an unthreatening, like conventionally attractive white dude, you can really get away with a lot of shit.
Yeah, and as long as you make them tracks.
Yeah.
Make those tracks, dude.
That too, for sure.
I'm saying it, dude.